This should be the
Traveler, Paimon.
mizuki!
Oh, so,
Sure hope so, cause...
then that confirmed. So from here on out, stay.
We'll be...
All right.
Whoa. This is not... This is... What is it, Mizuki? Figured something out?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions. Hemura Ichigensai should be...
Sweet dreams!
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
You two! Time to... Light of the blazing sun!
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last. Ah, and I see you brought some friends with you.
Mizuki was right after...
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative...
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions.
Your perspective is most...
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and
Ugh, what is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been complete. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. But all my misery was merely a consequence of human frail. I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your...
I would be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into...
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will sure...
The second is a fisherman who's
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Losing his anger, the fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors. But after forgetting his fear... Fascinating, isn't it? Emotions are integral to human... Negative emotion, not only that, but they're... So do you have any idea what you've...
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You...
Acknowledging that but if that balance, the person you... You were dominant. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
You... I will forgive... You once told clearly. That proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not.
What?
No wonder! Paimon knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious. Beyond, your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level.
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me.
Something's appeared.
So, my arch nemesis has seen clearly.
So it...
What?
A nightmare monster. We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was but it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume, and I am the last.
Kurayume.
Likewise, Yume Mizuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, ultimate. But now, I have found...
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him!
Full throttle!
What's happening? Paimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him!
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder.
Sweet dreams!
Turn that frown upside down. Watch out! I used my powers to cushion our fall.
Don't worry.
We've been Remember the fragrant? He's turned emerald.
Eat this.
Not only is it...
Oh, Paimon!
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside.
It's so...
That's what... There must be a lot of emotional fragments.
Wait.
Where the light is.
If I say it's your fault, you shouldn't go running around.
Ugh. The atmosphere here is so...
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments, we'll experience the...
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this trash. Go find a real
Aw. Poor guy.
We shouldn't stay here.
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should... Let's keep playing.
Wow.
Nope. Not here either.
What is this?
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer overwhelming sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost by isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, if we want to restore balance, we have to dispose of the excess.
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about...
Well done, Paimon.
Aw.
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. Sorrow might just do the job, as long as it's kept in check.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Mizuki!
A good cry can work wonders.
Are you ready to... I'll be waiting for you.
All right.
Amazing!
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional arm.
Ah! He's...
Freeing a saint.
What is this place? Borderland?
To put it simply, this must be how that...
Mizuki...
He's trying to turn this place... This place is... If he succeeds,
Then we know what we need.
maybe. Dealing with this...
Sweet dream?
Lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from Sweet Dreams originally. Come on, follow me. Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight. Time to relax. Light it up! Let the mountain's veins boil! Everybody stand back! Get to work! Wrath from the skies! Incinerate! Chasing Tanuki through the wood. Thank you for lending us your happiness. Take me up! Watching fireworks fly up into the sky. Thank you for sharing your All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. Time to face him head on. The core should be just up ahead.
Why? Are these sweet dreams not sweet enough?
I just wish we could have gathered some more. Which means we're running.
No problem.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me. Do you not realize why I lured you here? Because this is my domain, the world where I live.
Not yet, it isn't.
Eat Papa! Get him!
Light up now! Use the power. Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is, all the while these repressed, your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host.
Incorrect. When a human becomes... But I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them in... This is the path to a revival.
You do realize what that means, don't you?
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral Now here is a question well worth thinking of. Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
What's going on?
He's growing stronger. But even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, without the Yumeki Baku there to hold their head, no, they would soon...
The whole reason I wanted to... Traveler. These feelings. So that's how they should taste. Longing. Caused by separation. Despair. Regret. And after all, long before you, the power that you have gained. The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Take this!
Your dream is so powerful!
Traveler, give him all you've got.
Thunderclap! Following thunder! Lightning flash! Thunderclap!
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I don't think I ever would have been able to do this with...
Don't mention it! What? He's still not dead?
Maybe he made his...
So you mean...
We've got to wake up.
But how?
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon.
Huh?
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes. Hold on tight. The Yomeku Ibaku are getting to work. It's finally over. It's a good thing I had the. Hey, Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad ones? Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they festered and turned into nightmares. As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones. And most happy dreams are heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. I once believed the only reason we Umekui Baku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. It's a fate that even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way if we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own. So they'll know that way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, so I must thank you. Because after meeting you, and knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are! Paimon's been looking everywhere for you, too! Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell behind. Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we?
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again tomorrow.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Want to stay here and watch the moon with me for a little longer?
Huh?